Hello and welcome to the Engerati studio. I'm Rose Bundock and I'm joined now by Pieter Coetzee, Senior Director Solutions Marketing at Itron. Pieter, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Rose.
Itron, obviously a huge global player, but I'm keen to focus our discussion on Itron's experience in Europe and to get a vendor perspective on the regulation that's happening in Europe.
Right.
The clean energy package, notably. As a solutions provider to this industry, how do you view regulation like the clean energy package?
Well, we're quite excited about it. We think this is really something that plays towards the advantage of Itron, towards our strategy, towards the ability for us, where we've invested recently in being able to actually expand beyond the typical type of DSO market, to go into the space of the consumers, to go beyond the space into the cities. And what's asked for from an energy efficiency point of view, from a renewables point of view, supporting that the clean energy package level, this is pretty much in line with what we're doing in Itron from our strategy. So we're excited to be part of that. I think our strengths in Europe traditionally has been around the DSO space. In countries like France, the Linky rollout, we're very much part of that. But with our new open-way Riva type of proposition, we're able to engage more partners, a wider ecosystem, to be able to actually offer more solutions towards the end customers and beyond the end customers, energy services companies. So we believe something like the clean energy package and that sort of roadmap that the European Commission has put down on the table is pretty exciting. It's very much playing towards where we see the future going as well.
Yeah, you mentioned partnerships, and that's very much something that DSOs are being highly recommended to move into.
Yeah.
Not to be isolated, to accept that they need help to transform. So from your perspective, you also work with a lot of partners to sort of
our business model has
really
really changed a lot over the last 5 to 10 years. We very much went from a vendor providing a solution and delivering that solution on our own to engaging in an ecosystem of partners. And our whole vision is to create an open network of devices, of solutions, of applications, of integrators to be able to engage different levels of markets, from cities through to our traditional utility customers, but also more veering towards end customers and into the industry. So for us, ecosystems and a partner ecosystem and supporting this is a critical part of our strategy.
So really, I mean, you're making quite a journey from being a meter provider to the DSO to looking potentially opening up new customer opportunities.
We believe so, yes. We believe this is going to go very much towards energy services. We've recently made an acquisition in the North American market, a company called Converge, who focuses on distributed energy resource management. A lot of those technology components, business model components, knowledge is something we believe really plays into Europe and is supported by the clean energy package, energy efficiency, integration of renewables, management of that. So our customers are changing, who we deal with, how we engage in the market, who we partner with, and it's very much supported with what we're investing in as well. So we believe in a sort of an ecosystem, a partnership of device providers, and on top of that, layered on top of that, we've got an open network, communication network using various technology depending on the playing field, and then moving towards outcomes and to really providing solutions for end customers, different type of end customers and different type of customers for us. So our whole business is changing, shifting more towards a services model and to be able to provide real outcomes, real solutions for our utility customers and beyond our utility customers.
So the Open Way Riva platform is obviously part of that when you talk about
absolutely, yes,
being open and allowing others to contribute.
Yep.
What is the sky the limit for the applications on that? I mean, what's coming up?
It's a bit of a buzzword, but if you start talking about something like IoT, the sky is pretty much the limit. There's a lot of things that can be connected to that type of network. And if you have a common management of a solid, reliable communication platform and devices are able to share information at a peer-to-peer level, but also at a layered up-to-down level, and you do this in a very reliable, robust way, then applications really becomes a lot easier to deploy, a lot more you focus on what the solution of the customer is, what the problem is and what solution you can bring, and how you can engage various partners across that technology set. So technology is a pretty critical part of this, and that's where we're investing in, that's where we're making it solid, and then ecosystems and partnerships.
I was in a session yesterday where it was discussed about China looking at a energy operating system.
Yes.
It's almost replacing the grid. I mean, how would your solutions fit into that kind of future vision?
Yeah, a lot of what we're doing is very much coming from our DNA, centered around the end user, very much a residential type of end user. So one of the elements that we're really building out on and investing in is the whole concept called the transactive grid, where you start looking at end customers to be able to transact at a peer-to-peer level, to be able to transact at a community level, at a sort of a city level, and enabling those sort of transactions. So it becomes energy is a facilitation between different partners to be able to measure that and transact for that and account for that. That's for us the interesting type of space, because then you really have everybody empowered and engaged. And part of the success for the clean energy package would be the engagement with the end customers. So our focus not so much on the transmission and the grid environment. We believe that strengthening will naturally occur, but it's more about what we do down to the end customer and how we can make a transactive environment for neighbors, between people, between communities. That's exciting.
So you're really positioning yourself as a solution provider for that complexity of
technology provider, solution. Yes, correct.
You know, sell to the grid and buy from the grid and
absolutely, and sell to each other and buy from each other and be able to actually optimize that and to be able to manage your grid with natural instability because of energy pushing back in, renewables coming in, your ability to store, the ability to switch. So a lot of those decisions we believe is going to happen in a decentralized way. And a pretty strong part of our solution, or one of the tenets of our open way platform and architecture, is about distributed intelligence. We don't believe it should just be a big data problem, but it should be intelligence really pushed down to the edge, make things happen where it should happen. And this goes down to technical management of your low voltage grid, better stability, better detection of voltages, but also right through to the transactive environment, disaggregation of loads for end customers, the availability to actually account for energy, what's being consumed and transact, and keep those transactions local, not necessarily make a big data problem of that.
Pieter, thank you. It sounds like Itron's got it all worked out. Just fabulous.
We tried. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you for joining us. That's all from the Engerati studio. You can watch plenty more Engerati videos on our YouTube channel. Goodbye.